Well, I'm back up to bat.
Another little walleye.
Oh, he unhooked himself again.
Yeah, awesome.
Great.
Perfect.
I don't know if I can grab this guy. Come on.
There you go.
Not bad.
Lots of those guys here in this spot. The other spot, they were a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is fun. This is a good spot. Throw it back out there.
I'm just dropping right over the side, basically.
Right over the side. No casting. No bait. No bait required, really, on this lake.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
I think it would help a little.
oh, I don't know. I think we've probably, between the two of us, we've probably caught 80, in excess of 80 fish. That's a little one, yeah. Brent thinks he's in a bass tournament now. There you go. That's how you do it. Don't stop fooling around now. Just grab it.
In the net.
There you go. Okay.
It's not very big.
Get back out there.
Come on, beautiful
Just putting the camera on again. We're getting fish after fish after fish.
The bigger size.
It's kind of a mid-sized pike. The pike are so dark. The pike are just unbelievably dark in this lake. It's got quite the tannin stain to it.
Good thing I had this leader out, so I wouldn't broken off.
Yeah, some of our jigging rods, we've got these little 6-inch or 5-inch single-strand titanium leaders with little snaps on the end, so we don't get bit off by all these snakes. But there's a lot of pike in this spot too. Like Brendan has had.
Got another jig in its mouth.
Oh, it's one of the ones that bit. I think that's the one that bit me off a minute ago.
Exactly.
Yeah. But he's had a couple pike attack his walleye. That's the one. So we got it back. Hey, yeah. Here. Where are the pliers? Let's do some surgery. Give me my jig back. Where are the pliers anyway? I think you have them.
Let me see. I think they're right here. If you look in this guy's mouth, he has 2 jigs.
2 jigs in there.
Second.
Oh, that's one of my favorite jig heads too.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that one. That's the one that I had on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoop.
Oh, there's
jig number 1 right there. Very nice.
That's a hungry man.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, get out of there.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
Pop it out. There you go.
Let's give him a little.
Bye-bye.
10 out of 10. Alright.
Absolute bluebird day. High sun, warmer temperatures. And we're pulling deep diving. The lodge is right there. It's kind of hard to see because of the exposure. We just got out in the water and we started pulling deep diving cranks.
30 seconds into the, not even.
Right in. So I've got
I had a hit and then he.
I have a large deep diving live target perch. It's actually not that big. It's kind of a mid-sized. I'll show you the lure in a minute. But anyway, just before this thing hit, I just said to Brendan, literally word for word, I just want to feel that big, heavy thump, just where everything stops dead. And 10 seconds later, this fish hit. I don't think it's super big, but it peeled off. It's not big, but it peeled off about 30 feet of line. This crazy little pike. So hopefully this is the start of something anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally just started. Oh, it's a tiny hammer handle.
Yeah, it's not very.
We turned the camera on immediately because I thought it was like way bigger. Oh my God. Here, let me just twist the pliers off. Twist the hook off with the pliers. I'm not bringing that little slime dart into the boat. Oh wow. So the lake is full of perch, live target perch. Yeah. It's not a really super huge bait. It's another one of those dual purpose baits that walleye will hit and pike will eat these big time. They troll down to about 30 feet on a long line. We've been spending a lot of time trolling. We actually haven't jigged yet.
Nope, surprisingly.
Yeah. If you don't fish for the big pike, you're not going to catch the big pike.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're going to catch the big pike casting this time of the year. It's trolling. I had a good hit here, and it's just hard to tell. I don't even know. It could be huge.
I mean, it's peeling off lines.
It could be
yeah.
It could be small, but just literally stopped dead.
We just came over the 6-foot rocky hump, and then right when we got into 20 feet of water, he threw out and then hooked this thing.
Yeah, it's really bouldery, big time boulders. Sure, yeah. Whether this might be a cradle fish, actually, possibly.
I just need to get this guy out here.
I think it's well hooked.
Yeah. On these baits, if you hook them, you'll usually, you know. Yeah, no, they'll never come off.
So just put that down, and then I'll hand you my rod.
Owie. The baits are very good. Alright. I mean, it's not a bad one.
Yeah. I mean, love it when a plan comes together. A little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I would be. Uh-oh, I'm scared for you. Yeah, the crankbaits that we're using, they're only, I think, diving to 15 to 20 feet. And in this shallower bay, it seemed to work better than the deeper divers.
I really don't want to get the cradle out because it's going to make a massive mess with these hooks.
It's scary though, those hooks are bad.
It's a fatty. You can tell it's fall and they're starting to fatten up.
It's one good thing about fall. You know? Oh, I'm scared.
That's a little scary. Look how fat that thing is. It just ate something. Oh.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Not bad.
It's shallower here. We're like right on top of the hump here.
I'm getting hit. Maybe that's how grubby it is.
Ooh, I got a big spider on my rod. Get off of there.
One bonus at Uchi, these seats are the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in.
They're comfy boat seats. Oh. They always hit on the drop. It's crazy. I'm going to prove the point right now. Nice little walleye. Oh, it got off.
We'll count it 26. It's basically
on the drop. Here we go. You want to bet?
Yeah, I'll bet $5.
Oh yeah? You don't have $5.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I had one. It's because I can't fish properly and film at the same time. Because you're not helping. You add nothing to the proceedings. There it is. Oh. These reels, by the way, they're spooled with 8-pound Moss Green Power Pro on the business end, about 2.5 feet of 12-pound fluorocarbon. 3/8 ounce head, as I said. And any kind of plastic, but I like the Northland Impulse minnows, at least on this trip. Oh! Boom. So we're on top. Actually, no, I was going to say we're on top of the shoal. We're not. We're right off the edge of it. So this is 16 feet of water right here. That was a nice fat one that no one's going to see.
I'm the net man, they're saying. You always got a net.
Some of the better spots are actually the basin that the lodge is in. There's multiple basins in this lake. It's a long, narrow body of water, like 10, 11 kilometers long, connected by neck downs. And the basin that the lodge is on, I think it's one of the second largest sort of basin, and like it's full of fish. Anywhere in that little basin, you're within sight of the lodge, and like I'm positive if we wanted to, we could sit on that spot all day long in that little area and work it away and catch fish all day long.
There seems to be a rock hump and a transition from muddy bottom to rocky bottom. And
Brendan's correct about that.
in
The muck bottom is out that way. In tighter.
Yeah.
It's all rock. It's all hard bottom.
When we were trolling actually we were sitting on the spot and I was casting crankbait, so just around for pike, that big crankbait, pike crankbait, and I caught a walleye, and at that point I was like, it's got to be stacked with them if I'm getting hit.
They were stacked. Yeah, 13, 14, and just big boulders right under me. Just vertically, right over the side of the boat.
Yeah.
That's it. Short little lifts. Let the wind push you along. Normally we would use a lighter head, but you're off of this spot pretty quick and into 20, 22 feet of water, and the wind's pushing us a little too quick. So that was so we switched to the heavier heads.
I'll net it.
Right on top of the, that was like right on top of the shallow hump.
Big net job. There you go.
Perfect.
Look at that. Alright.
But you gotta pay attention to what the fish are telling you. So that was the one I missed, and the one I caught was right on top of the shelf. It's actually not a shelf that extends out from the shore. Like, it's deeper here. It's actually a hump. Fairly close to the island, but a hump nonetheless. You should be anchored right on top of that hump.
Yeah.
Uchi Lake walleye fishing.
When these fish get a little bit finicky and are not fully committing, sometimes a smaller plastic, like a big hammer, will do better.
It's actually early afternoon because it's been a cold, hard, driving rain all day long up until now. We just got out on the water, south of camp. We just came through a neck down. And yeah, it's not a big pike, but anyway, we're trolling for pike. Brendan's pulling big fat 6-inch live target sucker. Live target sucker. Live target sucker.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. This is not a big pike, but it's got a big fat belly. It just ate something.
Yeah.
We're almost in September. I think tomorrow is September 1st, and these pike are actually strapping on the feed bag for the winter. They're all fat, every one of them. That definitely did not take long. We thought for a second it was a bigger fish because it was pulling drag.
30 seconds into trolling, I just hold it there.
Bam, 30 seconds in. I just have a feeling, just with the day, and we have like a southwest wind.
Perfect.
It's really perfect, actually, yeah.
We've got the wind blowing into this little bay here, and I guess the baiters pushed up in here, and the pike are feeding, I think.
Well, this is kind of like right at the opening where this neck down opens up into this other small basin of the lake. And it's all bouldery here, big boulders, the wind is blowing in. So we're going to make a few passes back and forth in front of this area here.
The big line.
Yeah, this one here, like this one's chewed. I've had this one on a lot of trips, but this particular color, it's kind of like a mottled brown color. This has caught a lot of pike. Big fat profile, they're big beefy stick baits. And they dive down about, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 feet on a long line. So longer, a little bit of a longer leader because we like to crash them off the rocks. Typically we'd run like 100-pound fluorocarbon, but that's a longer titanium leader, and it works just as good, if not better. All right, we'll shut this off and get back to work. We just had a moment here, literally like 5 seconds after
I threw it out 5 seconds.
this fish slammed it, but then Brendan's reel, it was user error actually. But it went all loose and he couldn't reel anything in, and I was about to cut the line and tie it on to the other bait caster there so we could reel this pike in. But anyway, it's functioning. So no, this one's a little bit bigger actually. It's a little bit bigger. What an epic start so far. It's just like bam, bam, bam. Oh, it's well hooked, but just with one hook. That's kind of a mid-sizer. So one more fish and I'm switching over to the live target sucker. I got this guy on here, which was working really good yesterday. The wind is blowing me right into the rocks. I'm gonna back us out just a little bit. Awesome! Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna hit a big one today. I got that feeling. Watch the troubles. That's a pretty thick one, actually.
This is the scariest part. I don't want to get a hook.
Yeah, I don't want you to get a hook in your hand either.
I'm very scared.
I really don't want to use the cradle either, because that's almost worse. It does. It makes such a huge mess.
Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm a little stuck.
Well, I got both hands full, so yeah, that might work. Brendan's getting a lot of practice hoisting pike into the boat. Not bad. That's not a bad fish. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to shut this off and then we'll unhook this beast. We're continuing our quest for larger pike, and Brendan just keeps getting molested by these big fat walleyes.
These walleyes are
hammering his live target sucker. Yeah.
I gotta bring over this one. Hard to grab these guys. Big pups.
Another nice fat walleye.
Yeah, not bad.
And they're definitely putting on the feed bag, smashing a lure that size.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's another walleye.
it's a pike.
Is it a little pike? Oh, and like another like fat one. It's got a big giant bulge in its belly.
They all have it.
They all do. Yeah. So I just said to Brendan 15 minutes ago, if he gets one more fish on the live target sucker, I'm switching over. I got another rod already rigged up with one right here. So.
Yeah, it looks like I got the hot bait today.
Well, yeah. All right, I'm switching. Live target sucker, here it comes. This is a spot that Brendan and I fished a couple nights ago, and they appear to be here in abundance still. The walleyes. The problem is we got kind of a difficult wind to deal with, so I am going to film and control the boat, and Brendan will catch the fish. They're definitely shallow right now with this cloud cover. Like we just popped a couple of quick ones in 6 to 8 feet of water. And there's a jug right there, and there's another jug, which you probably can't see because it's white, straight ahead. And all around us, it's like 15 to 20, and they're definitely appear to be up on top of this shelf. It's a start. It's a start, anyway. They're so golden colored in this water. Anytime you get dark tannin stained water like this, you tend to get very gold colored fish.
Well, I got that little tangle out, and as soon as he turned the camera off.
Another walleye.
I don't want to bend over, so I'm just gonna net him.
Brendan has a bad back.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did. He's 13 years old, about to turn 14, and he's hobbling around like an old man. He threw his back out.
Threw my back out. That's a better one.
Yeah, that's lymphosarcoma. It's a sign of a lot of walleyes. When you have a lot of walleyes together packed into tight schools,
Yeah.
they'll get that.
Well,
We used to fillet those off, the big ones we'd catch in Quinty and fry them up in fish crisp. They're better than walleye cheeks. Nothing better than a big, crispy bowl of lymphosarcoma. Oh, another little one. Oh, just flip it out there, quick. Just flip, flip, flip. A little further next time.
it's fine. It's okay.
Unfortunately, I got to keep the motor running because I need constant boat control. So the audio isn't the greatest, but this spot is basically fish after fish.
Yep.
And no bait required.
This is a very golden one. You even nailed it. It's hitting the bottom.
Yep. Usually they hit on the drop. It's crazy.
I don't want to stick my finger in this guy's mouth.
Oh.
I'm scared.
That's my little trick.
Oh, it's closing.
You're not holding it the right way to do that. But anyway, you got it. Well done. Go get another one.